Welcome to season 2, episode 19, the second to last episode of the season of the Trivia 10. Seth is going to try and break into the playoffs. Last season, he made the playoffs when there's only 4 that were going to make the playoffs last season, but Seth made it, punched his ticket. How are you feeling coming back in season 2, second to last episode? How are you feeling today?
Terrible.
Terrible? Nervous?
Yeah, but these, bro, I hate doing, like, for anyone listening, intense. When it's on, it's hard. I think I did all right last. I think I got like 4th of the total.
Well, after the playoffs were done, but I think you got 3rd place or maybe 2nd in the regular season.
No, I didn't get 2nd. I would
third. I think 3rd for sure because you weren't 4th.
So even if I do terribly this time, I want everyone to just remember. Last time I was there, bad games happen. We all have bad games. The
confidence is low, but everyone comes in here nervous. I think Seth's still going to crush it. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and see what Seth needs because this is an elimination episode. Alex and Ethan already eliminated. They're done. It's either Seth or Sophie by the time this next 15, 20 minutes are done. Who's going to the playoffs between the two? Well,
wow, the points
you would have to hold on
this time, aren't they? Because last time it was I think I got 105, and that was but it wasn't that high because everyone was around the same. Mm-hmm. No one got 40s and 50s last time.
There's a wide range this time. So unfortunately, in this episode 19, we're going to find out Seth or Sophie. Only one of you is going to be able to make it on to the next round. You're going to have to either put the dagger in Sophie or let her live another day. Here's the leaderboard. Here's what you need. 65 is the number that for sure punches you in the playoffs. 55 or better will make you see who in episode 20 will be able to push you or not. But 65 will declare your safety today. So let's go ahead and get into this. We're almost done and we're almost at the playoffs time. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave a like on this video. It helps out a ton. And comment down below what score you are about to get on this trivia. But the first questions are going to be multiple choice. The first 2. Let's go ahead and get into it, Seth. First question. In another round, the group tests a theory of psychiatrist Finn Skåderud that humans are born with a blood alcohol content deficiency of what percentage? Is it 0.04, 0.05, 0.08, or 0.10?
I haven't watched this in about 2 years. I actually have no idea, to be honest with you. This is going to be a guess. I feel like C sounds right. I'm just going to go with C. It is a guess. I'm going to go with C.
Mm-hmm. C is the guess. The correct answer is actually B, but it's only 5 points. No worries. 0.05 is the right answer. No points in the first round. First question. We have a long ways to go here to determine your fate. Question number 2, another multiple choice question. What planet is the mission in 2001 A Space Odyssey headed to? Is it Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter, or Mars?
I've actually forgotten.
Is your gut, are you between any? What's your gut saying? You don't have to lock anything in, but just walk me through where your mind goes.
I forgot. Sorry, 3 weeks ago. Why is this not coming to my head? I don't think it's Mars.
So you're not thinking it's D. So you're between A, B, and C.
This is bad. Oh, this is really bad. I'm between A and C in my head. I'm going to go A because I don't want to take too much time.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. A is not the correct answer.
Oh, no.
You're right there, the 50-50. It was Jupiter. You knew it wasn't Mars, knew it wasn't Saturn. Jupiter was the correct answer, though. But the multiple choice are the smallest chickens of this quiz. You have plenty of opportunities here coming. Question number 3, general trivia question. In The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King, what food does Frodo say he can't recall the taste of?
So this is the same... is it the bread?
Bread is not the correct answer. It is strawberries.
Oh, my God.
The taste of strawberries, Frodo. No, Sam, I can't recall the taste.
This is terrible.
I think that one was a harder one, though, and I think there's other ones.
It's not hard. I saw it 2 months ago?
Well, so I pulled this question from a Lord of the Rings trivia I saw online, and it was the most elite tier questions selected was where this one came from. So no need to beat yourself up. There's a lot of quiz left. You still have the opportunity to get 130 points left on this quiz. So you can't let the momentum of the first 3 get down on you. Lock back in. The twins in The Shining are referred to as the blank daughters after the last name of their father. Who are the twins? The blank daughters, blank twins.
The Grady sisters, Grady daughters.
Grady is correct. That is the name of the family of the Overlook Hotel that are haunting it to this day. Grady is correct. You got points. You're at 10 now.
Yay.
Let's build on the momentum. Keep the spirits high. 10 points going into question number 5. What does Ed's shirt say that he wears throughout the entirety of Shaun of the Dead?
It's wood. It's got wood? Question mark.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got wood. Gonna give that to you. You absolutely knew what it was. I got wood.
I did say got wood, to be fair.
Yeah, no, you're giving it. I'm not rigging it to let you in the playoffs. Got wood. I would absolutely count for anyone. I got wood is the shirt he's wearing throughout the entire Shaun of the Dead. So Shaun of the Dead and The Shining got you back on the right track. First half of the quiz, you got 20 points, but we're getting into the back half now, which is where the money's made. 110 points still left available. Getting into these games here. Now we have a matching game, box office edition. The three films are 12 Years a Slave, Parasite, and About Time. We have a budget of 11 million that made 262 million, budget of 12 million that made 87 million, and a budget of 20 million that made 188 million. All fairly similar budgets, but quite different box office results. How would you match these three up?
I have no idea what box office numbers. I feel like Parasite is number 3. I remember seeing that it had 20 million budget, but I could be wrong. The other two, it's really difficult. Now, 12 Years a Slave won Best Picture, if I'm not mistaken, in 2013, I think.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm going to say this could be wrong, to be honest, because this is tough. I'm going to say that Parasite is 3, About Time is 2, and 12 Years a Slave is 1.
Well, you got 5 points there. So you got About Time correct, and you got Parasite and 12 Years a Slave flipped. But 5 points for getting About Time correct at the 12 million budget that made 87 million at the global box office. So that brings you up to 25 now, going to the next matching game.
Wow, Parasite only had 11 million. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and then you have to kind of translate it through, because obviously it's a Korean film, but yeah, on IMDb it lists at 11 million budget. Going on to question number 7 now, the next matching game, Rotten Tomatoes edition.
No, you didn't.
The three films, Oppenheimer, Perfect Blue, and Barry Lyndon. And we have a 93 critics, 91 audience, an 83 critics, 89 audience, and an 87 critics, 92 audience. So we have 1 where the critics were a little higher, 2 where the critics were a little lower. How would you match these up?
I have no idea. Like, I feel like the reviews have something to do with this. It says like 505. That would incline me to think Oppenheimer, and also that has the second highest audience score. But that doesn't really mean shit. Okay. No, shut my mouth, because that has 25,000 ratings. I'm going to say Barry Lyndon is 1, Perfect Blue is 2, and Oppenheimer is 3.
Again, you got 5 points.
Oh, shit.
You got Barry Lyndon and Oppenheimer flipped. You had Oppenheimer, and your gut initially went there with the 505 critics reviews, but yeah, audience reviews only 10,000 right now.
I just assumed they would have a lot higher.
Yeah. I would have assumed that as well, but Perfect Blue is correct, kind of the one in the middle there, and then Barry Lyndon being a little older has more audience ratings, but not as many critics ratings. But you're up to 30 points now, and you have the opportunity still to earn up to 80 points in the rest of the quiz. So every single point you can pick up here is going to be very, very crucial for you. Going on to the next question is question 8, where there's going to be 2 correct answers. You're going to get 10 points for each one you get right. So you're either going to get 0, 10, or 20. And the question is, what are the 2 highest grossing David Lynch directed films at the global box office? What are the 2 highest grossing Lynch films directed by Lynch?
I have genuinely no idea.
Walk through his filmography and what kind of stands out to be like, this could be. What's your short list?
So Eraserhead, no. But Eraserhead made a lot of money, but I think the budget was like 30 grand or something. A Straight Story was like a Disney film, but maybe. I think Mulholland Drive, because Mulholland Drive was, if I'm not mistaken, nominated for Best Picture. I mean, that doesn't really matter to do with it, does it? Blue Velvet, maybe The Elephant Man, because that is kind of. Then you've got Lost Highway. I don't think so. Inland Empire, I really highly doubt. Fire Walk With Me, maybe, because it was a Twin Peaks film. I'm gonna lock in Dune. Dune could be a sleeper. I'm gonna lock in Mulholland Drive as 1. I don't think it'd be Wild at Heart. I really don't think it'd be Wild at Heart. David Lynch is such an anomaly. Like, his film, it's such a hard director to do it for, isn't it? Because they're just I'll go Mulholland Drive.
What are you between your mind for this final pick? Because you locked in Mulholland Drive. Sounds like
film.
Everyone's still in your head.
Yeah, I have no idea about his book. Okay, Mulholland Drive. Let me just take a guess so I don't take too much time. Mulholland Drive and Blue Velvet.
Unfortunately, neither of those are correct.
But no,
Dune and the Elephant Man. Dune and the Elephant Man were the two that made the most.
Why I didn't go with Dune.
Both of them sounded like they were on your short list, but the Elephant Man was one of them. Then Dune was a flop, but still made money.
I don't think I've ever, like, whenever we've done the box office quiz, I'm always fucking terrible at it.
They're tough. They're tough. But
It's
you still have points here available to grab. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. We're on the one you called out now.
No.
Ride the Bus. On Twitter, you said you would crush the Ride the Bus.
Why are you going to bring it up for, man? That's crazy.
We'll see how you end up doing. The first film you're getting is Top Gun Maverick at a 4.0. So the next film you have to tell me, is it higher or lower? Shrek. Is that above or below 4.0? Take your time. Think about it, where your gut's going.
I thought Shrek was a 4. Oh, no, Tyler, no. Because this is not fair.
These are tough. This is the toughest one of the season for sure.
That's actually such a hard one. Are they usually this hard? I don't remember being this hard for the first one. Because I know for a fact that Shrek was 4 at one point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know
you don't have to lock anything in, but where's your gut leaning?
But this is the issue, because I know Shrek was a 4, so it's either going to be a 4.1 or a 3.9. I know that there's not going to be like a 3.7 or 5.2 or whatever. I know 100%.
Maybe because it didn't just get re-released, so maybe that added more ratings to the Letterboxd.
I'm gonna say 4.1.
Yes, you got it.
Oh, man, you fucking dick. Your face then, you scared the show. I knew it was a 4.1 but the re-release, yeah, because that was a teeter over the edge.
Yeah, you're at
Shrek 2 is like the same as well, like a 3.9.
So you've gotten 5 points so far on the Ride the Bus. You're still alive. You made it further than more than half the contestants who get out on the immediately
it's
first
hard.
one.
I don't know.
It is. 4.1 is the new baseline. The Social Network, is that above or below 4.1?
I think that's a 4. I'm going to say below.
Wow, I didn't think it was going to be, but it is. It is a 4.
I know that's a 4.
I thought it was going to be a little higher, but also we talked about it on ReelTok before. Like our podcast is very high in Social Network, but everyone else is kind of. I mean, it's still very acclaimed.
We all have it as our number 1, which is like really interesting because it's not
which
like
is a little rare
by far.
Yeah, I don't have his David Fincher's in front of me, but I would guess like probably 7 and Fight Club are probably high. I know for Fight Club for sure is probably above 4.0, but I don't know about 7. But 4.0 is the new baseline. You got 10 points on this Ride the Bus question. The next movie, is it above or below 4.0? A Fistful of Dollars. So above or below 4.0.
I'm going to say lower.
Lower is correct. You're so far keeping up to your Twitter promise. Keeping up to the promise that you said you would crush this. You've already crushed this, but let's see if you can put on the icing on the cake here. Final film, above or below 3.9, The Boy and the Heron.
I think that's a 4.0, so I'm going to say above.
You called it out, and you made it all the way to the end. 20 points on the Ride the Bus. You called your shot on Twitter. Said Ride the Bus is easy. And
this is not going to get me out. This one. This is the most fun one. I like this one. Good.
Well, you got perfectly all the way to the end. I think only 2 others maybe this whole season have gotten all the way to the end. So you're in rare company there. You're at 50 points now, which means you are not safe for the playoffs right now. And we're
Am I not last?
The cast. No, you're not last. So Alex Coleman's in last at 40. And then right now you're tied with Ethan at 50 for second to last. And then Sophie's at 55. And then 65 is where the current cut line is if it ended today. So you have to get points here. You have to get points on this Guess the Cast.
Not good at Guess the Cast.
So going into it, Guess the Cast one by one, reveal members. Coming down to the very end, Sophie holding her breath, hoping that you're going to have a colossal fumble and let her live another day.
I will, Sophie. Don't worry. I will fumble this. I know I will.
We will see. First cast member we're going to be revealing for 40 points. And for sure safety in the playoffs is Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi. You can clip it here, 40 points.
It's a difficult one because Steve Buscemi's he's like the old Jesse Plemons, where he's just like the supporting actor. You know what I mean? So this is the thing. It's like what would you have given here? You're not going to go with like. You could go with like a Sandler film, honestly, because it's just like, oh fuck it. You're not going to go with a Coen's film. I don't think you're going to go with a Coen's film because I feel like that would be too obvious, and I feel like you wouldn't expect me to go with like a Grown Ups. You know, so why the fuck would I? But then maybe you would expect it to go. So it's like a double situation.
Get inside my head.
Yeah. Okay. What else has been in? My mind goes blank every time I do this. Steve Buscemi. I'm just going to say Grown Ups.
Grown Ups is not correct. Okay, going on to the next cast member for 30 points, which would also for sure lock you into the playoffs if you get it here. George Clooney. George Clooney and Steve Buscemi.
Was Steve Buscemi in Burn After Reading? Burn After Reading.
Not Burn After Reading. Next one for 20 points, which would also lock you into the playoffs. So you got to get it here to be locked into the playoffs. You aren't eliminated if you don't get it here, but this would for sure lock you in and be safe. Next cast member, Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo, George Clooney, Steve Buscemi. Steve Buscemi, George Clooney, Danny Trejo.
No, it is Spike. No, but it could be Spike. I can't remember that it's team 1 and 3. Okay, no, 3. Because I know this. Wait, got you, little. Wait, no, I haven't. So Danny Trejo and Steve Buscemi are both in Spy Kids, 100%. Not in the third one. So I'm thinking it's Spy Kids 1 or 3 or 2. Initially, I had 1. Then I have a vivid image in my brain of a scene. Right, the 2 Spy Kids are in like a hut. I think it's a Spy Kids film. It's Spy Kids. I've got like a vivid image because in the second one, there's like. I haven't seen the second one in a while. There's like these dinosaurs, or whatever. There's like models. They like move, Spy Kids 2.
It is not Spy Kids 2. Final cast member, Sylvester Stallone.
It's Spy Kids.
Spy Kids 1, 3, 4.
Well, fuck you, man. It's Spy Kids 3, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not.
Just think through it. Take your time. Don't lock yourself in anything until you feel fully confident.
It is. I know for that Spy Kids. I don't remember Stallone in Spy Kids 1. I've literally got a 50-50 chance here, haven't I?
I mean, it sounds like your gut's telling you somewhere.
Spy Kids 3.
Spy Kids 3 is correct. It is Spy Kids 3.
I'm so annoyed I didn't guess this at the start, man.
Spy Kids 3. That's that final one. Danny Trejo doesn't look like he's in Spy Kids 1 looking at the cast.
Is he not? Oh, I always thought he was.
No, he is, but let's see. George Clooney is Buscemi in 1. It doesn't look like Buscemi is in 1. So Buscemi, he's uncredited in 1, which means
like he probably
wasn't actually in the film. But Spy Kids 3, yep, that's the only one with Sylvester Stallone. Also, only one with Glenn Powell. Also, I didn't realize Jesse Plemons was in Spy Kids as a bully. I didn't realize he was in that either. Yeah. But Spy Kids is correct. That means you're going to be at 60 points for the quiz, which means Sophie, unfortunately. Sophie, you're eliminated. But it's going to come down to episode 20, which we're not going to reveal who the guest is because if he gets above you, you're out. If he gets below you, you're in. So it's all going to come down to episode 20.
I should say sorry. 60, though. Sorry to all the Sethsfilmreviews guys. I know I let you down. Tyler, I got a 2001 question wrong and a Lord of the Rings question wrong. But I did live up to my name with the Letterboxd one. So there's some pride to be had.
Letterboxd one was clutch. And you were 50. You would have been screwed if you didn't get that final one. And you 50-50 and you got it on the 10-pointer. The big one, that you got to be kicking yourself on is the 2001 because that 5 points, 65 is what you need to be for sure safe. So you just need 5 more points this quiz or, a matching game or something to go right. But yeah, very tough quiz. You did well, all circumstances considered, but you came in this episode and it was either you or Sophie that's going to live on. Sophie was not the one to live on. Seth is living on. It's all going to come down to episode 20. If it's going to be Seth or the episode 20 contestant, we're going to have to wait and see. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's going to be the next episode coming out. But Seth, how are you feeling about your performance overall today?
Terrible. What do you mean? Awful. I did well on the last season. I did shit. But
You're not dead yet. We're going to have to wait and see. But Seth, 60 points is what you get today. Thank you so much for participating in episode 19. Make sure you go check us out on the ReelTok Podcast, of course, as always. And we will find out in the next episode coming on whatever day this comes out. Is either coming out on the next Tuesday or Friday. You're going to see if Seth is making the playoffs or if it's going to be the final contestant of the season. Leave a like, leave a comment, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.